How's it going, everybody? We got more news on Borderlands 4. Now, this was originally announced, like official trailer, I would say, back at the Game Awards, and at least in my opinion, or to me, it didn't really like resonate with me all that much. It didn't really impress me. It's like, okay, yeah, it's more Borderlands, and we got a glimpse of what I think was the villain in that first trailer that they showed off at the Game Awards, but we didn't get any new details on the villain here, just more gameplay stuff from what they showed off and showing like how fluid and fun it is, which I'm not worried about. Like Borderlands gameplay is always going to be at least solid, if not amazing, in my opinion. But this is a series that to many fans, including myself, kind of fell off, if not fell off really hard after Borderlands 2. Borderlands 3 just didn't really satisfy that itch for a lot of gamers that are fans of the series, but there's also a lot of fans that are still loyal to the series and are excited for Borderlands 4 and actually enjoyed Borderlands 3. So, and that's nothing wrong with that if you did, teach his own, basically. But we got a new Borderlands 4 trailer and details at the recent State of Play, confirming the release date for September 23rd. Not only that, there's a special State of Play coming this spring dedicated to Borderlands 4, which is going to show off more details on the game. I believe Randy Pitchford mentioned like they're going to go more into combat, exploration, and other things as well too. My main concern with Borderlands 4 is always going to be the story, characters, writing, and villain or villains, because I want those elements and aspects of the game to be very good. I know we're not going to get a great villain like Handsome Jack, but man, if we can try to get close to those levels of a good villain written for a Borderlands game, it would be fantastic. But I digress. So in this new launch trailer, there's some wild action, wicked enemies, and mind-altering loot that awaits us players on the new planet Keros. So we're no longer on Pandora. And honestly, that's fine. I mean, Borderlands 4, this could possibly be trying to start a new trilogy type of like storyline or, things, and which would make sense. We're probably not going to get any of the previous characters showing up from the first 3 games. On the PlayStation blog here, it talks about how become an unstoppable force of battle, blasting through enemies with an all-new arsenal of outrageous weaponry. Now even more bajillionaire, explode each encounter with devastating action skills that unleash your Vault Hunter's unique abilities, which we still have yet to really fully see. And you move across Borderlands like never before, double jumping, gliding, dodging, fixed point grappling, and more, dealing death from every direction. Borderlands 4 is our most ambitious game to date, the devs say, giving you more looting and shooting mayhem than ever before. Our team has been kicking so much ass, and we cannot wait to share it with you. Yeah, that sounds like something like Randy or somebody would say from the devs, because of how they like to talk and they're about the game. And don't get me wrong, you definitely want to be hype and enthusiastic about your product and trying to promote it well and things like that and believe in your product. And I don't doubt this will at least be like a decent, if not good game. Like this will probably at least be like maybe between like a 6 and 7, out of 10 game at the very least. Depending on what they do though, with not just the gameplay, but story elements and gameplay loop and, character skill trees to make it more fun and just engaging, because I know some people had issues with Borderlands 3 skill trees with certain characters and just not feeling all that great with certain things, or certain skills just felt useless or not as powerful, just didn't feel really balanced out. So I'm hoping this time around, these skill tree skills, passive skills, action abilities, all that stuff is more fun to utilize, more impactful, and just a blast to use when you can pop them off and stuff like that after, cooldowns and things like that. But I don't know. I'm still worried. I'm going into this very like cautiously optimistic kind of type of vibe, and with low expectations too. And the gameplay does look good. Like as you can see here in this trailer showing off, like the gameplay does look fun. It looks fluid, chaotic. I think it's just Borderlands. It's always been that shell shaded type of style, and it's more Borderlands. So I think a lot of people, based on what I was seeing online from like Twitter as well as the YouTube comments, most people, at least what I was reading from the first section of comments at least, not too many people are excited about this. Not surprising, honestly, because Borderlands 3 put a bad taste in people's mouths. So It's like half to most people in the comment section on the PlayStation launch trailer for Borderlands 4 were just essentially echoing the same message or feelings of like, yeah, we're just not super excited about this, and I don't know. I don't know about this one, or I'm just gonna pass on this one, or I'm not gonna get this one, you know, or they were just complaining about how it looked and what it was presenting, basically. So, and there were a few handful comments about, you know, people that are still hardcore fans and said they're gonna get the game and they're looking forward to it, basically, and stuff like that. But man, it's insane to think how the dynamic or whatever the viewpoint, the like us gamers, us consumers, like viewpoints have changed over the years when it comes to this franchise since Borderlands 2 or since Borderlands 3, the pre-sequel, stuff like that. It's wild, man. But what do you expect when you don't deliver what the majority of fans want from your game, and you think it's something that is going to be a hit with a lot of gamers and fans? Well, Randy, I don't know, man. You might need to reevaluate some of the stuff here, and your team might need to reevaluate some stuff. So hopefully it's good. We haven't seen anything like actual story wise yet. So we've only seen gameplay mostly, and gameplay, yeah, it's more bazillion guns and stuff like that, and more Borderlands gameplay and shenanigans and chaos and whatnot, and obviously some new stuff in here from mechanics. But hopefully that state of play deep dive they're going to do in the springtime is going to really hype us up. It's going to hopefully, you know, alleviate some of our concerns for this game, if not maybe all of them. Who knows? Who knows? This could come out being like maybe game of the year material or something, like based on how it actually performs at launch, or like get us super hype with the deep dive state of play that's coming later, and maybe have us thinking like, okay, all right, Borderlands is truly back now. They're actually maybe going back to their form, return to form type of thing with certain elements. But I don't know. I think that what this is probably going to be, or at least I would hope this would be, is maybe, yeah, have this be like a new start to a trilogy. Don't maybe have some of the old characters come back, or if they do, hopefully they do it appropriately and tastefully and stuff like that, and with respect. But definitely have this be like a new branching storyline. Obviously new characters. We got gonna be playing as new hunters. We play as new hunters in every game, clearly. But what I mean from a story aspect is, yeah, this should probably be a new branching saga, basically. We're obviously gonna be on a new planet, as they mentioned, so that's good. Be on a new planet. We're not on Pandora anymore. Probably won't ever go back to it. Who knows? And I'm fine with that. Don't necessarily need to go back to Pandora. Probably have exhausted everything we can do with Pandora at this point. So starting off a new planet, new issues, problems, things like that, and new chaos, and these companies that are, you know, still going to be part of the lore, most likely, are going to be involved. And I would say at least I'm like somewhat excited to see from a story standpoint what they can do with a new planet, and hopefully these great new characters that we'll get. If we're not going to get great new characters, then, well, that sucks. That sucks. But I want it to be good. I want it to be good, and not be another Tiny Tina's Wonderlands type of thing, which, whew, a lot of people didn't like that either. And that put a bad taste in people's mouths too. So, yeah. All right, guys, that's my thoughts on that. And that's what I got for you, information today. What do you think about this? Are you like the many people I've seen online, including myself here? Are you cautiously optimistic, or are you just not looking forward to this at all? This is a big, like, no, a pass for you, just don't care. Or are you still loyal to this franchise and excited about this game and want to give it a fair shot at least? Or are you just waiting for more details at the deep dive state of play to make your decision like, okay, yeah, maybe they have learned their lessons from, you know, previous games, and they're actually making this a very positive and fun game for the majority audience. Love to hear from you in the comments. Sound off. Hopefully you found this video helpful and enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like, subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike, and I'll see you in the next video.